So, you're thinking about making a move to Houston, Texas. Now, today, we're going to go over one of the suburbs, Crosby, Texas. Now, Crosby is a little town just to the northeast of Houston, and we're going to look at the map here in a second, and you'll see exactly where Crosby is located. We're going to go over distance to our local airports, everything that there is to do in Crosby, from things to eat, places to go, stuff to see. There's not a whole lot, but if you stick around to the end, I'm going to let you in on the best known restaurant in the area. Well, best, but mostly unknown, right? There's never people there, and you're just going to love this place. So let's dive into that map right now and see what we got.
I want to let anybody who is looking for a realtor to consider Troy Tomlinson. He's been the best realtor I've had in 50 years of buying and selling real estate. He's the hardest worker of anyone I've ever had. He's done an excellent job. He's always available, always answering questions, no matter when or where. And I just can't tell you enough how much you would enjoy having him as your realtor. Thank you.
My name is Troy Tomlinson. I'm a real estate agent here in the Baytown, Crosby area, and I would love to help you make that move to the Houston area. Now, whether you're looking to move to Crosby or one of the other Houston suburbs, I don't care. I would love to help you wherever you're looking to go. So whether you're looking to make a move today or in the next 10 years, give me a call. You can see all my contact information below. You can schedule a Zoom call. You can talk to me just like I'm talking to you now. So give me a call, schedule a Zoom meeting. I look forward to talking to you very soon. So getting into that map. So you can see here, this is the huge overview of all of Houston. And I'm going to be looking up and down from the map. So I apologize for not staring into your soul for the next 5 minutes or so. So you have Houston, right, which is the main metropolitan area, and then we have Crosby, of course. So if you search move to Houston, you might have found this video, and Crosby is, of course, just over there to the northeast of Houston. And time-wise, right now we're looking at a 26-minute drive. Now that's pretty normal. Sometimes early morning traffic that you might be looking closer to like 35, 45 minutes. In the event that there's some damage, and I'm going to zoom in real quick, but this is the Highway 90 bridge. So if and when there's ever an issue there, it's going to be a lot longer. So if you work in downtown Crosby, just because you have that single bridge might not be the best fit, but it's still a nice place. So check it out. Now, we've got our airports. So we know in Houston there are two major airports. We have, of course, George Bush, which is the north side. And then from Crosby, we're looking like 36 minutes if you have to go that 90 way. And then, of course, 90's backed up. You got some other directions if you go north up through Atascocita. And that would make it look more like 50 minutes. So, plan for an hour to get to that airport, and, you'll be all right. And then we have our hobby airport, which is the south side. That's the one I fly out of generally, only because that's where Southwest flies out of. So, cheaper flights down south. Looking like right at 30 minutes again. And again, you're going over that Highway 90 bridge. So, take that with a grain of salt. If that bridge is backed up, you might run into a little bit longer drive time. But again, this is only to get to Houston. So if you're doing everything on the other side of the bridge, you won't ever have issues with that. So keep that in mind. We know where Crosby is and how long it's going to take to get there from our major metropolitan area of Houston. But what is happening in Crosby, Texas? We've got just a few places. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, there's a lot more happening in a lot of other places. But this is a smaller town. There's not really a whole lot of shopping outside of going to the local Walmart or Sally's Beauty if you need your hair product. I think there's a few little antique stores and stuff like that here and there, but nothing to write home about, so I don't even really cover anything. Now, what we do have is a little bit of entertainment, right? If you're an outdoorsy person, we have our Xtreme Off-Road Park, which is going to be down here, and you'll see, right, we've got these awesome side-by-sides, and if you search Xtreme Off-Road Park, you'll see a ton of videos. They do crazy parties every weekend, pretty much. They have concerts out there. It's for riding ATVs. I think it's like 1,800 acres. They've got cabanas. They've got, you can stay the night there in an RV. You can rent jet skis. You can rent four-wheelers. You can bring your side-by-sides. I mean, it's crazy. And again, if you look into some of those videos, that's your scene. There is crazy stuff happening in Crosby. So if that's your style, maybe check out Xtreme Off-Road Park and Beach. And it's on the Sanderson River. So I don't know why they call it a beach. That's just, there's sand and stuff. So whatever. So that's Xtreme Off-Road Park. Now, another outdoorsy option is golf. So we have our Stonebridge Country Club, which is, of course, in the Newport subdivision, right? So Stonebridge Country Club, Newport is a master plan community. It was basically the entire existence of Crosby for quite a long while, but there is a ton of houses here. And so if you've ever seen, what's that scary movie? Poltergeist, that is actually based on this neighborhood. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can check out Poppet's Way. If you were a fan of Poltergeist, this street is where that movie is based off of. I don't remember if it's shot there or not, but I believe this side of the neighborhood was built on like some ancient burial grounds or something. So if that's your thing, check it out. The rest of the neighborhood, of course, stretches pretty far away, so you'd be all right. But the country club, sorry, I have ADD. It's an 18-hole golf course. It's pretty nice. They've got a driving range. You do not have to live in Newport to play, but I think you get a discount if you live there. They've also got tennis courts in the area, a pool, cool stuff like that. So if you're into the outdoor stuff and golf, I guess, there you go. Spring Guns and Ammo. So this is an indoor gun range. It is fantastic. They have, you can do long range rifles. They have pistols. You can rent the weapons there. You can bring your own. They sell ammo. Of course, they sell guns. It's a great place. So that's one of those other things to do. But it's a nice little gun range. So outside of that, there's a few parks in the area. I kind of only know where one is because I go there all the time with my kiddo. Crosby Park. Our homeschool group meets here. We, the map is kind of boring looking, but I'll show you some of the footage I've got of that park. They've got soccer fields that the local clubs use, and their Little League, I believe, practices here at the baseball fields. This is also where their community center is, so you're going to vote or you're doing any of that kind of whatever you do at a community center. You can check that out. That's kind of it, right, as far as stuff to do. Right, we got the park, we got the off-road park, and we have golf. And then, of course, the river follows along the side of Crosby, so if you bought one of the homes in one of the neighborhoods on this side, right, we have Lake Shadows and Indian Shores, and then there's a ton of new construction going on in this area. So if you're looking for new construction, maybe that direction. And then we're going to go into food because that's my favorite part, of course. Fine dining options, and fine might be a stretch, but delicious dining options. We'll start from the bottom. So Outlaw Rays. So Outlaw Rays is a bar and grill. Heavy emphasis on the bar. If you like to go at night, they have great tons of pool tables, like an astonishing number of pool tables, and darts in the back of the restaurant. But this place has the best They got like a pizza oven. Best pizza. Everything else is okay. We mostly just eat the pizza. And I believe if you go when the Astros are playing, you're going to be, I don't think they have to even be winning, but I think you get a pizza for $5, or at least that's what it used to be. And you get cool cups that you take home. I got like 20 of them. Little plastic cups, but not that you care. But it is a nice little place. It's in a shopping center with, Chick-fil-A and then Burger King, and there's a meat market in there as well. And then jumping on to our next place, which is Hungry Jack's. So Hungry Jack is the best breakfast. Think IHOP, but, hometown. They have a lot of similar dishes to IHOP. It's a lot cheaper than IHOP, and it's good. And the owner is always in there working, so if there's issues, quick to respond, quick to fix, and it's real good. So definitely check out Hungry Jack. This is my favorite part. Right, so this is the secret one. Notice it doesn't even show up. Hectors Mexican Restaurant. Guys, let me tell you, Hectors is the best Mexican food you will ever eat by like 10 miles. Even just like their rice and beans, like so good. Don't know what they put in them, but so good. I cannot. We used to eat there 10 times a week. Not joking. Lunch and dinner. Multiple times a week. Very good Mexican food. Definitely the best. The best. Now, Crosby also has quite a few other Mexican restaurants. If you go up to the north side, they have Pesos Mexican restaurant, which is also very good. Shrimp quesadillas. Bomb. So good. Mexican food, not lacking in this area. And there's Iguana Joe's, which I do not like at all. But they have a kids' playground, so if you're going with a big group and there's lots of kiddos, the playground is, absolutely amazing. Just because you can eat and the kids can play. They got free ice cream, so that's cool, I guess. And the other two Mexican restaurants have free ice cream too. But yeah, Iguana Joe's, if you're going with kiddos, might be the better option, but it's not for me. Because Hectors, I'm telling you, even if you don't live here, make a flight in to go to Hectors, and you will not be, it'll be the highlight of your trip. So you think I'm joking, you need to check it out. All right. And, of course, in this area, we love our mud bugs. We got Crawfish Shack, and there's a few others, but Crawfish Shack is one of those local treasures. So we have Crawfish Shack. They have amazing crawfish. Great environment. You sit in a big barn, basically. Priced well, but good crawfish. So we got Crawfish Shack, and then we also have John E's, which is another seafood place. I think this one stays open year round. They also do crawfish, but very good Cajun food. Shrimp. They got, of course, alcoholic beverages. That's a hangout spot for you. It's pretty good. Okay, so that's kind of stuff to do, stuff to eat, lots of good food. You go anywhere in Texas and you find good food. There's a reason we're like, number one in the country as far as state goes. And I think Houston is number one city in the state for fat people because this area has good food. So, and then, of course, it wouldn't be a tour without seeing the high school football, right? This is Texas. We love our football. I don't particularly, but for some reason, everybody in this area, that's what they like. So we've got our Crosby High School, and we have our Crosby Football Stadium. Now, it's a nice big stadium, very clean. Crosby, right? One of the big things with Crosby that they did recently, I believe they've been doing it the last 2 years, is they changed to a 4-day school week. So kids only go Monday to Thursday. I believe there's some weeks, and you can, see the link below, that'll take you to Crosby's website, where you can, see their like yearly calendar, and maybe that's a big drawing force, or maybe that's a reason why you would never live there. So what are your thoughts there? Because some people like it, some people hate it, some people can't have something like that. So definitely something to keep in mind if you want to go to that area. But that is it for Crosby, right? It's a small town, right? There's a bunch of houses, right? And of course, Crosby goes all the way, up here, right? So this is all Crosby, this whole area, right? This is all Crosby. There's a ton of new construction going in. They're building all up and down this 2100. Got some D.R. Horton here, Roush Coleman, some of the cheaper options up on this side, but a bunch of houses. So if you're looking for new construction, Crosby has plenty of opportunities. If you're looking for resale, Newport's been around a long time. There's a bunch of houses always for sale there. If you're looking for some land, right, this is a big open area. There's tons of land. You can buy big plots, little plots, acreage. You can, in most of this area is going to be unrestricted, so you can do barn dominiums. You can do, multiplexes, whatever you want. You got to get approval through, I believe, City of Houston, but you can do kind of whatever you want out in this area. And then there's some waterfront homes. We're on Lake Houston up here, so there's just a ton of options for living. So whether you're wanting acreage or a little bitty house or anything like that, price points are going to start, sub 200s for a little house with some land, 300s ish if you want like a nice big house in our Newport. And then new construction, I believe some of them start as low as like the 250s. It's going to be smaller houses because they're newer, but a lot of options for sure. So that's Crosby in a nutshell, right? Thank you so much for sticking with me through this here video. So Crosby, right? Again, we are northeast of Houston. Great places to eat, especially Hectors. Go check it out. Do you think that Crosby could be the place for you? Leave your comments below. I'd love to see what you like about the area, what you don't like. I'd love to see some recommendations of maybe places I missed, stuff that I should check out, and, go check out Hectors. My name's Troy Tomlinson. I'd love to help you make that move to the Houston area, Crosby, Baytown, Mont Bellevue, any of them. And again, whether you're looking to make that move today or in 10 years, I'd love to help you make your move smooth.